Hi, I'm Stavros. Good morning and welcome. And look what I have for you this week, guys. I've got a Volkswagen Golf R. It's brand new. So I'm looking forward to taking you on a full exterior tour of the car. Then I'll hop inside and go down through all the interior features. And then I'll be taking it out on the road for a test drive. But not only that, I might be buying a classic car, okay? So I'm going to take you for a look of that car and we'll see how it goes. Maybe, maybe not, who knows. But anyway, we'll have a look at the Golf R first and then we'll set out and look for the classic car that I might be buying, okay? Oh, let's go. Okay, let's start off with a full walk around the Golf R then. Finished very nicely here in lapis blue metallic. Really like the colour of this. Really stands out in the sun as well, but the sun is hiding behind clouds at the moment. But let's walk in for a closer look. You see there we have the 19-inch alloy wheels. Now it did come standard with 18-inch, so these are an upgrade, and it's sitting on 235/35 profile tyres from Continental, and they're around €250 a tyre. So a nice gloss black finish on them, and it matches in nicely with the base of the rear bumper there and the 4 exhaust tips, a kind of a trademark on the Golf R, and a nice side skirt there as well. Nicely done in gloss black finish. And then we have the silver finish on the mirror backs there, quite nice. Also kind of a trademark on the Golf R, those silver finish to the mirrors. And then we have the LED front headlights, very nice. So I'm going to open it up, guys, and give you a quick look around it. That is your key. And I'm going to open up the boot first, because I just want to give you a look inside that. Just to give you a look at the boot size, see how it stacks up. Now the rear reversing camera is in behind this Volkswagen badge, so very nicely tucked out of the way. Now this cover on the rear boot floor, very handy to protect your carpet, so you might want to ask your Volkswagen dealer about that. Make sure your car comes with it. It's an additional extra. And then you have your 18-inch space saver spare wheel. Always great to have that instead of those puncture kits that you sometimes get. But yeah, always like to have my full-size space saver wheel. Now the boot size, it's not as big as my Civic, but it's still a pretty good size. And then we have a 60-40 split on the rear seats with the ski hatch. So yeah, let's just close it down here, and I'm just going to give you a look underneath the bonnet. Oh yeah, before I do actually, I just want to show you the base of the driver's door. Now, any of you golf enthusiasts, you're bound to know what this is, right? You see this little thing that sticks out here at the base of the door, look. This thing here, right? It goes into this little area here. Now, I'm just wondering, is this for extra rigidity in the door? I'm not sure. But somebody with better knowledge than I have will know, but I don't know what it's for. The optional leather finish on the seats as well, with the white stitching that matches in with the leather on the steering wheel. Very nicely done. So I'm just going to give you a nice aluminium finish on the pedals. So let's just open up the bonnet here and give you a quick look inside. And I'll give you... see what this engine is all about. So you have your 2-litre TSI turbocharged, developing 310 horsepower and 400 newton meters of torque. Now this car has been fitted with the additional winter pack. So what comes with that pack is your washer jets on the front that are heated, and also the washer jets on the windscreen wipers are also heated. So very nice feature to have. Let's just hop inside the Golf. Very nice seats. They really hold you in nice and tightly as well. Really like them. And we have the leather finish on the door as well with the white stitching, and of course electric windows and electric adjustment for your mirrors, and you can lock your doors obviously. Okay, so we have all the functions there on the steering wheel for your cruise control. We also have adaptive cruise control as standard, and voice activation for your phone, and a nice R finish to the base of the steering wheel. Really nice to hold steering wheel as well. And we have our active info display as well. So I'm going to start it up. So let's get the key, stick it inside and give it a start up. A very kind owner has given me permission to take this out for a drive today. So I'm really looking forward to it. We have our DSG 7-speed auto box. So let's start it up. give it a couple of revs. The engine is pretty warm as it is, so now I'll just show you on the display here, right? A very nice display, and all these icons come up on the screen even before you touch it. So it's just like the Touareg I reviewed there not so long ago. It's just when your finger touch just comes up close to the screen. So you see there we have a parking sensor switch, and then we have our electronic stability control, and then we have our auto stop start, and then our mode switch. So if I click the mode switch there, you see all our different driving modes. We have Eco, Comfort, Normal, Race and Individual. Now, oh, it's after switching off there. Press it again. Now if I go to change here on Individual, right? Now you can change all. Now if I change the steering, look, you can have it Race, Comfort, Normal, and then Drive. The same, Race, Comfort, and then now this is also set up. This car has the additional dynamic chassis control, so you can change that as well. So we'll put that in Race for the moment, and even your air conditioning, look, you can have that on eco mode to try and save on fuel, and then we move down and you can reset it all again if you want. An engine sound, look at this. So if we put this in Race, let's just see, do you hear the difference? Now you can hear a valve or something moving in the exhaust, okay? So let me just give it a couple of more revs. Now the owner did tell me there will be pops coming out of the exhaust. So maybe the engine just needs to be kind of warmed up a bit more maybe before that happens. But let's just have a look at the glove box there. Not too bad a size. And yeah, I like the way all the inside of the door there, look, is all lined as well, so you don't hear any stuff rattling around in them. A very nice leather finish on the seats. And we do have a USB, you see there, 4Motion, because we do have 4-wheel drive, and we have our USB connection there. Now that is the only USB connection I can find. We don't have any inside in here. There's no USB in there, so that's the only one you have, I'm afraid. Our 2 adaptive cup holders, your electronic handbrake there, and your auto hold for your brakes. I always like that function. Yeah, so I'm just gonna hop quickly into the rear. Now let me just get the seat into my driving position. Yeah, there we go. And then I'm gonna hop quickly into the rear, because some of you will be wondering what's the rear leg space like for a guy my size. I'm 6'2", so let's just sit in behind my driving position. And now that's not too bad, guys, considering it's only a 3-door. Okay, it's a bit tight, but it's not that bad. And we do have a cup holder here and storage down there, and we also have 2 LED reading lamps there in the rear, and you can fold down the rear armrest. We do have 2 cup holders, and you can move your plastic piece there if you wish for your different size cups. And we have access into the rear through the ski hatch as well. So yeah, all very nicely done, and 3 headrests. And we also have Isofix in the rear seats. So yeah, I really like it in here. So let's just hop back out. And the seat also goes back into its original position, which I also like. Unlike my Honda Civic from 2008, my FN2 would never go back into its original driving position when you used to hop into the rear. But yeah, there is your brand new Golf Mark 7.5, the Golf R. So guys, I think it's time to hop inside, take it out on the road and see what it's like, and then we'll have a look at the classic car, okay? I'm just going to start it up, foot on the brake. Let's give it a couple of revs. I have it in the race position now, the gearbox. Okay, let's close the door. The owner of the Golf R is going to follow me in my Civic. So let's knock off the handbrake and put it into D. Now we're in S1. That's what it's showing on the display here. Now I just want to tell you about this location I'm at here. I'm at the Auburn Lodge in Ennis in County Clare in Ireland. And this is going to be the start line for the truck run for Katie. It's all going to be happening here, guys, on the 21st and 22nd of September. So this whole car park you see here is going to be full with hundreds and hundreds of trucks. It's going to be Ireland's biggest truck run, and I just wanted to let you know all about it. The truck run for Katie. It's going to be a fantastic event. So put it in your diaries, guys, the 21st and 22nd of September. Really looking forward to that, and I'm really looking forward to showing you guys what I'll be driving in this year's run. You guys are going to like this truck. But yeah, I'll be taking part myself, and I cannot wait. So yeah, I just thought I'd tell you about that before we set off on the drive. So make sure you spread it amongst all your truck driving friends. The truck run for Katie, 21st and 22nd of September. Start line right here at the Auburn Lodge, and I'll leave all their details in the description below, their location as well. So yeah, just on tick over here at the moment. It does tick over a bit loud, but then it is in race mode. Yeah, let's just listen to the exhaust. Yeah, there is a nice bit of a roar off the exhaust, but that's only just a small amount of acceleration. We'll just wait until we get out onto the motorway and power it on a bit. We're only in third gear here. So we have a 7-speed DSG gearbox. Now the dynamic chassis control, that is an optional extra. So you might want to think about buying that option if you want. If you want extra control over your suspension. So I obviously have it in race mode, so I can even feel the suspension is a bit hard at the moment. Even on this relatively smooth road. Even the feel of it, the steering has a nice feel to it. And the seats hug you in nicely. And I do have good space around my left knee, which is something I always look for in a car. I won't even buy a car. Once I hop inside, if I don't have enough space around my left knee, I don't even take the car out for a test drive. And just powering around the roundabout here. You can feel the power, alright. Yeah, so you can expect 0 to 62 miles per hour in under 5 seconds in the Golf R. It has a top speed of 155 miles per hour. Now, of course, you can get a 5-door Golf R, and you can also get a Golf R Estate. Now, I was also told by the owner that you cannot get these Golf Rs anymore with a manual gearbox. At least not in Ireland. So, God, you can feel the power alright. Just no time you're building up speed. So I'm nearly out onto the motorway here now, and we'll power it on and see how it is in takeoff. So with the 4-wheel drive, it's great for all conditions, isn't it? Driving in the snow, in the ice, in the wet. Great to have your 4-wheel drive. Of course, the Golf GTI would be front-wheel drive, and this would have an awful lot more power than the Golf GTI, of course. But yeah, even in race mode, it has that nice feel with the suspension. Good feedback from the steering. So yeah, I'm just about to head out onto the motorway here. I have the owner driving my Civic behind me. Is he going to be able to keep up? There we are, guys, 120, just like that. That's how fast it was to get up to 120 kilometers. Man, that is quick. Oh, guys, I tell you, if you're thinking of buying one of these, you're going to be very, very happy. That was excellent now. Yeah, the Touareg was fast. I did like the Volkswagen Touareg, alright. That had 286 horsepower from the 6-cylinder diesel engine. But this, of course, it's the weight as well. We're only dealing with 1,497 kilos. So it is quite a light car. But there, look, we're down to 100 kilometers now. And I have the owner here now just about to pass me out. I'm doing 100 kilometers, so let's just power on and say goodbye to him. And there we are, back up to 120. Just like that, guys. And that's nice. And we do have the paddles on the steering wheel, so we can go down through our gearbox manually if we wish, and we can also swing the gear stick to the left, the gear selector, and we can go up and down through our gears using the gear selector or the paddles behind the steering wheel. So I have my Civic there ahead of me now. We're doing 90 kilometers and we'll just power it on again. And there we are, nearly up to 120. Just like that, guys. Yeah, maybe I'll just keep driving home, guys. I wonder would he mind if I just took it back home with me and he can have my car for the weekend. I don't think that's going to happen. But a huge thanks to him for letting me drive it here today. You know, it's not many owners that would give you their brand new Golf R for a test drive. When you're somebody who is lucky enough, you know, to have this amount of money to spend on a hot hatch, this one here is standing at €51,000. Now the starting price of the Golf R in Ireland is €48,750. So yeah, you've got a lot of options to choose from, haven't you? We have the Honda Civic Type R, we've got the Ford Focus RS. You've got a lot of cars in this bracket of performance. So if I did have this type of money to spend on a hot hatch, I'd really have to drive all of them to try and get a proper feel for all of them, and obviously choose which one I think would be the best for me. But here we go, we're powering out again. We have the Civic behind us again, so we'll say goodbye to him. And there we are, back up to 100. Guys, it's just effortless performance from the DSG gearbox. Okay, so I'm back in town here. We're just going to come out of race mode and we're going to go into comfort. So this will calm everything down, so it will lessen the throttle response and it will make the suspension more comfortable, and also the exhaust sound is lessened, so you won't be getting a loud exhaust note. But yeah, that's quite nice and calm now in comfort mode. And of course we have eco mode, as I showed you, where you can get even more miles for your gallon in eco mode. Okay, we've now made our way to Western Garages here, the main Volkswagen dealership in Ennis. Now the classic car I want to look at is around the back, so let's go over and have a look. But guys, I really love my drive in that. I want one. I might have to start saving big time. But anyway, let's go around and have a look at the classic car, guys. Okay, I'm just walking around the back. As you can see, we've got a bunch of new cars here. We've got T-Rocks, we've got Polos, Golfs, Touaregs, all waiting for 192 registration, which is happening on the 1st of July, of course. But yeah, this is the classic car, guys. It is a 1984 Volkswagen Scirocco. So this was the car I was thinking of buying. So let me give you a quick look around this and see what you think. Should I actually buy this Scirocco? Let's have a look. Okay, let's have a quick look around the Scirocco then, and I'll make a decision, guys, whether I'm going to buy this car or not. But you're talking around €1,000. Now, just to make it clear, this car does not belong to Western Garages. It's been left here at the rear of their garage for sale. So if you want to know any more details about the owner or how to contact him, please drop me an email if I haven't bought the car already, okay? But yeah, I'll make a decision on it and we'll see how it goes. But obviously, a car of this age that's been sitting around for many years, you're going to get an awful lot of rust. Air out of the tyres, of course. We have rust there at the base of the window and also along the door handle. Let's open it up for a quick look. Now, the interior is not in that bad condition. We do have a couple of cracks on the top of the dashboard, but the seats are in good condition. And you see there on the 5-speed gearbox, right? So you've 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then the 5th is marked as E on the gear stick. So yeah, I just found that small bit unusual. But yeah, so the interior is not so bad. We do have rust down there by the sill and also all along the hinges as well. Not too bad up on top, just a small bit down there and also on the door. But Yeah, I'm sure a lot of you guys that are into restoring will see this as a kind of an easy project. But for the likes of me that wouldn't have a hell of a lot of money to spend on doing up these cars, it's kind of a tough decision to make. And we do have an awful lot of mould along the back. Quite easy to clean that off. Let's have a quick look underneath. Yeah, you might need new exhaust. Maybe, maybe not. So can I open up that? Oh, that's locked. Yeah, so that's just a quick look around, guys. We do have a dent on the driver's door as well, and the mirror is hanging off. But it doesn't look to be as bad on this side, actually. Small bit of rust down there. But yeah, 1984, around €1,000. I don't know. I'm not too sure, guys. And we have a Golf Cabriolet there from the year 2000 beside it. I've just lifted up the bonnet there just to give you a look at the condition of the engine. So we're dealing with a 1.8 litre in the Scirocco 4-cylinder, but yeah, it is in need of a bit of tender loving care. What do you think, guys? Yeah, but it can be got up and running. It can be started. It's only just that I don't have any jump leads on me, okay? So yeah, we're going to pass on that one because the battery, I would imagine, is fairly dead at this stage. But yeah, you see the tax on it there. The tax is actually €484 back in 2005. So yeah, quite expensive to tax, isn't it? For a 1.8 litre. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I think I might have to pass on this one, but as I said, if you want to know any more details of the owner, just send me an email. Don't send me any messages through Facebook Messenger or Instagram. Just send me an email. Okay, we're going to say goodbye to Eamon with a brand new Golf R. Really love that car, guys. Man, the power. 2 litre turbo TSI engine. Listen. Yeah, so 310 horsepower and 400 Newton meters of torque from the Golf R. And we also have the Volkswagen T-Cross there as well, based on the Polo, the small SUV. So as I said already, Western Garages are getting ready for 192 registration. So make sure you call in, have a look at the range of Volkswagens on display. Everything's here, guys. You name it, they have it here. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up for you there, guys. I do hope you enjoyed the video. That's a wrap, guys, from Western Garages. Take care, and I'll chat to you all again next weekend for another video. Cheers! Hey, can we close the bonnet? What? More rust is after coming out underneath. Yeah, well, it's a bit less for you to scrape off when you buy it.